telling you, you always had a queen by your side. You know I'm ready to ride. Sipping with that smoke on the side. Say what they want, what they like.
Come on in!
Ain't no confusion, baby. You know I'm ready to ride. Always on with you, baby. With that smoke on the side. We keep it easy, baby. Say what they want, what they like. We keep it 100, baby. We keep it 100, baby. We keep it 100, baby. Ain't no confusion, baby. We keep it 100, baby. We keep it 100, baby. We keep it 100.
Come on in today!
Come
on in, my queen. Let's see y'all set a video. Come on in, Terry. Missy. Come on in, Missy. Terry, bring your ass on in. Marlo, come on in. Tanika, Miss Dot. Where you been, Miss Dot? Come on in. Come on in, Natasha. Tina, you better have your motherfucking fan ready, bitch. Come on in, Angela, over there on YouTube. Everybody on YouTube and Facebook, bring your motherfucking ass on it. Takisha, I know you clap ready, bitch. Hey! You always, brother, bring your ass on in, brother. Tawana! Come the fuck on in! Tawana! Come on in! Bring your ass on in! Sarah! Come on in! Wait up! You are finished, bitch! Let's go motherfucking here!
We may not be perfect, but still I said I do. No fortune.
Y'all better have y'all motherfucking smokes and shit. Get the motherfucking libations, bitch. Cause y'all already know. I'm already on one. And that's on motherfucking period.
You give me a paper one of me, I know. But you see,
come on in, Tasha. You up in this motherfucker, and that's on motherfucking period.
I'm gonna keep it right until I
Meryl, you doing what? April, bring her motherfucking ass on in, bitch.
Wait a minute, hold up. This ain't that we call us.
Becky, come on in. Already made.
Are you coming? Already made.
Becky, louder, bring your ass on in. Come the fuck on it. Monica, I'm coming down there. I'm coming down there. I'm coming down there. Let me tell y'all something. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. We finna run this shit back one more motherfucking time to get everybody time to bring their ass the fuck on in. Arzella, Shasta, I knew you was gonna be on here, bitch. I knew you was gonna be on here. I love you too. Laverne, your man is on the motherfucking way, bitch. Your man is on the way.
Sipping with that smoke on the side. Say what they want, what they like. You always had a queen by your side. Ain't no confusion, baby. You know I'm ready to ride. Always on with you, baby. With that smoke on the side. We keep it easy, baby.
Come on in, man, roll! If y'all had streamed 100 on SoundCloud, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, bitch.
Live for my king, live for my king. Give me a bell and I'll fly for my king. The joy he brings consistently. He's the only man for me. He can be a paper part of me, I know, but he's the only one that's under me, for sure. Always respect, never control me. I'm gonna give it rockin' till I R.I.P. Oh, wait a minute, hold up. Nobody told us it's gonna be easy. Oh, wait a minute, hold up.
Krista over there on YouTube. Bring your motherfucking ass on in, bitch.
Nobody told us
it's gonna be easy.
Oh, wait a minute, hold up. This thing that we call up.
This is Phil Box. Hey!
baby. I'm free. You always, you know me. I gave everything. A shaker. Just because to tell her to bring her motherfucking ass on here. And that's no motherfucking beer. And baby, be untrue. Yeah, Regina, bring your motherfucking ass on here, bitch. Hey, you give me a bigger part of me. I know, but you're the only one that's loving me for sure. Always be saying, but Jessica, I knew you weren't gonna let me down, bitch. I knew you weren't gonna motherfucking let me down. Oh, wait a minute, hold up, nobody told us. Tag a friend and tell a friend to tag a motherfucking friend, bitch. Brother, bring your mental ass on in, bitch. You always, I'm ready, babe. Let me go, babe. I'm Kaylin, bring your ass the fuck on this. You know I already know you got me on YouTube and Facebook. And that's all motherfucking here. Cause I'm here to report your motherfucking news. Cause like I told y'all, I'm a motherfucking news reporter. And that's on motherfucking Pierce. God damn it, I'm back on this motherfucker. I'm back on this Monica. Keeping it 100 always, and that's on motherfucking period. That's on motherfucking period. That's on motherfucking period. Welcome everybody, goddamn it. Welcome, I'm back on this bitch. I know I'm supposed to be doing this show on Saturday, but shit. I had some shit I had to motherfucking do. I had somewhere I had to motherfucking be. So, you know, I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all for coming the fuck on in on this Monday night, goddamn it. And, you know, kicking it with me. Welcome to the livest motherfucking show on Facebook. Welcome to the livest motherfucking show on YouTube. And we about to get into the motherfucking news. Because like I said, I'm a motherfucking news reporter, bitch. I don't need to go to school and get no goddamn degree. Fuck the motherfucking degree, bitch. And that's on motherfucking period. So, you know, we finna get on into our news and shit. What, Kiara? Tell Kayla I am doing my goddamn show. I can't get shit right now. I'm doing my goddamn show. Now, the first motherfucker that we got on here, we got Hot Pussy Portia. We got Hot Pussy Portia on here because, you know, Portia been goddamn, you know, since Portia the goddamn got rid of Cordell gay ass. You know what I'm saying? She just been, come on in, Jamaica, bring your ass on in. You know, Portia pussy been hot and it's been steaming and shit. And you know, Portia has been in the motherfucking media because Portia has did some foul ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we gonna refer to her as Portia Hot Pussy Williams. So, you know, Portia the goddamn got engaged to her co-worker, her slash friend, husband Simon. Now I don't know how to say their last name because some African shit. And y'all know goddamn that African shit that or doing that shit. I can't say that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna try to say it. So, you know, Portia goddamn got engaged to the nigga and shit, to her co-star you know, husband and all that bullshit like that. And you know, the people are upset. But let me tell y'all something. I don't know how the fuck y'all can be upset. Shakita, come on in, child. I don't know how the fuck, you know, everybody can be upset when we already know that ever since Portia Hot Pussy Williams, the left Cordell, the pussy has been on the motherfucking loose, bitch. It's been on the motherfucking run like Jay-Z and Beyonce, and they just on motherfucking period. So, you know, Portia, how I feel about the shit is, you know, first of all, Portia is wrong as fuck. She wrong as fuck, but everybody know Portia pussy got dollar signs on it, and it go out to the highest goddamn bidder. And Simon is worth $40 million, and he ugly. Let me tell y'all something. First of all, y'all know when bitches like that get in your midst and shit,
You can't trust them type of hoes around your motherfucking man. But she trusted Portia to bring her high booty, big booty ass over there to her goddamn house to be swimming and shit and bouncing in the pool and shit around her motherfucking husband. And she done bounced right on her husband dick. She done bounced right on her husband dick and it stole her goddamn man. Now Portia tried to come out and tell us, you know, that her and Simon is together and that Simon is goddamn divorced his wife and all that shit. But if you dig a little motherfucking deeper, come on in, Danny. But if you dig a little motherfucking deeper, you will find out that Portia and that nigga Simon is not even fucking divorced. Now, you know, sometimes when a nigga ugly, we just gonna keep this shit real on here. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when a nigga ugly than a motherfucker like Simon, and y'all ain't no disrespect to the Africans and all that shit, cause we love the Africans and shit. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all. But, you know, sometimes when a nigga ugly as fuck, they money make them cute. You see what I'm saying? Look at all these motherfuckers that's out here that's ugly than a motherfucker and they got the finest bitches in the world. And they got them bitches because they ugly than a motherfucker, but they got money. So Portia says, you know what I'm saying? You know, nigga, you might be ugly and you might got them big wide ass jaws and shit that them Africans be having. Now, I don't want none of the Africans on here to get no goddamn attitude with me and get offended. But you know how you can go and you can tell an African out of any motherfucking body. Cause they jaws and shit be big than a motherfucker and they face be round and they forehead be bigger than mine. And they just on motherfucking period. You know what I'm saying? And Portia said, you know what? Bitch, you done let me up in here. You know what I'm saying? You done let me bounce around your pool and shit, me and my goddamn sister and shit. And since bitch, you know, you and Simon, you know, y'all ain't really got that shit going like that and all that kind of shit. So, you know, I'ma spill your motherfucking man. And that's what the fuck she did. Now, Portia, you is wrong, bitch. If you happen to see this motherfucking video, bitch, you are wrong, bitch. You wrong. You wrong for bouncing that motherfucking ass and shit on Simon. But that what the fuck she did. Now, sometimes when you have a bitch that's fine as Portia, because everybody know we got eyes. Ain't nobody goddamn blind around this motherfucker. I ain't blind. Portia is, look, she been throwing that ass in the motherfucking circle. See, Phelan, which is the wife, you know, Phelan ain't really, you know what I'm saying? She ain't fine as Portia and she ain't as cute as Portia. And Phelan actually, you know, she had to cheat on her husband and all that shit. And I guess her husband said, you know what I'm saying? You know, since you want to goddamn be around here, you know what I'm saying? Cheat and all that goddamn shit. Simon said, fuck you, bitch. You know? Fuck you, bitch. I'ma go ahead on Valencia. The hot dog money ain't long enough. The hot dog ain't long enough. You know the hot dog, you know, his hot dog money ain't long enough. And then sometimes when you got a nigga with money, it don't really matter if that nigga dick short. If the nigga dick, let me tell you something about a nigga with some motherfucking money. If his dick short and if his dick is little, you really don't give a fuck about the dick being little. It can be little. Be little dick. Because when I get ready to suck that motherfucker, no matter how short and stunted that motherfucker might be in growth. Woo, child, let me find my motherfucking thing. No matter how short that motherfucker might be in growth, I'ma get on that bitch and I'ma suck on it and I'ma choke on it. You ever had a nigga with a little dick? Cause I have. You know what I'm saying? Now, my middle baby daddy, you know, her daddy, his dick was little. You know what I'm saying? The dick was little. It wasn't shit to behold. His dick wasn't no bigger than the pink thing on this motherfucking store right here. It wasn't no bigger than it. You know what I'm saying? But he was in the military and you know, when I used to suck that man dick, I used to be choking on that man dick and everything. Bitch, it ain't even hit the back of my bitch, matter of fact, his dick ain't really go past my tongue ring. You know what I'm saying? But I got on that motherfucker and I choked on that bitch and I slobbed on that bitch and I dogged on that bitch and I gobbled on that bitch and I guzzled on that bitch and I got him to goddamn put a ring on. You see what the fuck I'm saying? That's the kind of shit you got to do. You got to realize that sometimes when a nigga got a little piece of change, you know what I'm saying? When you got a little piece of change, that's the type of shit you got to do. It don't matter how ugly you is, bitch. You might be ugly, but your motherfucking money look good than a motherfucker. And that shit right there, Jessica, that shit right there make you like your grandmama say, bitch, it make you see and don't been running them up. You know what I'm saying? And you got to shut them goddamn hot dogs. You can't have no more slow dogs, bitch. You can't have no more dogs with the goddamn pickles and all that shit on a Chicago dog. You don't got all that shit on. It don't matter. That shit right there, they close you down, bitch. They close you down. Ain't no income coming in. But this nigga here, you know, he already worked $40 million. So if he don't goddamn, he can't be too goddamn Michelle. He can't be too goddamn stingy with the coins fucking around with Portia. So Portia, you was wrong, and bitch, you was stagnant and all that bullshit like that. But as a bitch that you know, then sucked a little dick, you know, and had the slob and knob on that bitch and choke on that bitch like he was hitting on something. You know, that's what the fuck I did. Now, you know, when you get a nigga with a little dick, cause some of y'all got some niggas with some little dick. Everybody on here, nigga, ain't got no big motherfucking dick. And the nigga might be a truck driver. Y'all know them truck drivers and shit be making that motherfucking money, bitch. Y'all know them goddamn truck drivers and shit be making that motherfucking money. Fuck that. He can use her for the fame, but she using him for them 40 motherfucking million. And sometimes when a nigga goddamn got 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 behind his motherfucking name and shit, you say, fuck it. Look, what goes around do come around, brother. But goddamn it, while we is around now, we gonna choke on this motherfucking dick. So if you got a nigga that got a short ass dick and he got a little ass dick, all the time you can't judge. You see what I'm saying? All the time you can't judge that nigga. You can't be sitting around here saying, you know, this nigga dick little, I don't want nothing to do with this motherfucker. No, bitch. You get that motherfucking pinky, bitch. You get that pinky dick that nigga have. And when you go down on it, see, when you first go down on it, you know, when it be little like that, you gotta just lick the head a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Just lick it. You know what I'm saying? Just lick the head a little bit. And lick the head, you know, like that. You lick it, and then when he ain't got but goddamn 3 inches. So when you get down on like 1.5 inches, you see what I'm saying? When you get down there on like 1.5 inches, bitch, you got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to make the tails and shit come out, bitch. And you got the goddamn, you might have to you gotta do this shit right here. You know what I'm saying? You put a little spit up under your motherfucking eyes and all that shit, and you make that nigga, you suck that nigga dick like it's big. That's what the fuck you got to do. Because sometimes you got to secure the motherfucking bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, that's less motherfucking work you got to goddamn do. You don't got to do all that shit. Only thing you got, cause like I said, the nigga when he look at his motherfucking dick and all that shit, and it be soft and shit. And even when it get hard and the nigga can pee on his goddamn balls, you got to encourage your man. Baby, you just all I need. I don't need nothing else. I love your dick. Your dick is big and your dick is huge. And you know what I'm saying? I just love you. And this what the fuck, you know what I'm saying, you got and that you working with. So I'm gonna choke on this hoe and you go down. You know what I'm saying? Now you got, look, let me try to get you about 3 inches right here. Now look, now this all he got. It's just this little shit right here. You see what I'm saying? He ain't got the whole fan. Because some niggas got the whole fan. Sometimes them niggas, they got them big ass dicks and shit. They don't be worth shit. Because they know they got good dick. They know they got big dick. You know what I'm saying? And all that bullshit. So you have to just, you know, when the nigga dick be little like this right here. And he ain't giving you at the bottom of the goddamn fan. Now when you go down on the goddamn dick, now look, you got to look at the nigga with lust in your motherfucking eyes. You see what I'm saying? And when you look at it, and let me tell you something, Tyra Banks taught us all how to motherfucking smile. Now your eyes is regular like this right here. But you know, you got to goddamn look at that nigga dick and you got to smile on that motherfucking dick. You see what I'm saying? And you got to look at him in his eyes and shit and make him feel like that, you know, shit, this dick is the best dick I ever had. Because see, this is the richest dick that I ever motherfucking had. And rich dick, whether it's big or not, it's good dick. You see what I'm saying? It's good dick. So when you go down on the dick when it's little like this, and I'm trying to teach you something. Monica, I'm trying to teach you something. So now when you go down on the dick now, you can't be, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got to, you know, you just lick the dick a little bit, you know. You know, you lick the head and shit. Stick the tongue in the pee hole, bitch. They like that shit. Stick the tongue in the pee hole, all that shit, you know. All that shit. And when you go the fuck down there, you see what I'm saying? When you go the fuck down there, you hit 1.5 inches. You know what I'm saying? You got to make that nigga feel like he in the back of your motherfucking throat. And the way you make that nigga feel like he in the back of your throat, see, bitch, you got to clamp down. See, in your throat, you got to clamp your tonsils and all that shit down. You see what I'm saying? Because see, other bitches probably, you know what I'm saying, was lazy and shit sucking the motherfucking dick. But bitch, get on that motherfucking dick and have you some goddamn Visine on the side. Have your little Visine on the side so while you down there. Because you know he got a big stomach. You know them Africans be having them big ass stomachs and shit like that. Fuck it. Bitch, you rich. I'll push your stomach in. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Matter of fact, if you need to stand the fuck up so the top of my head hit the bottom of your goddamn stomach. You know what I'm saying? I want to make you feel like that shit is long. So, you know, you got to quit up. You like to stick it, put your tongue in the goddamn pee hole. You can't exclude the pee hole. You know what I'm saying? Because you really ain't got much to work with. You ain't got a whole lot to work with, but in your mind, you got to say $40 million, $40 million, $40 million, $40 million, $40 million. And that's what the fuck you got to do. This is just sometimes the shit that we got to motherfucking do. You know what I'm saying? To make that motherfucker bring his motherfucking ass the fuck on in. And y'all need to goddamn start taking motherfucking notes and taking motherfucking lessons. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to goddamn see and don't see, hear and don't hear, feel and don't feel. Because when a nigga is that motherfucking ugly and he got a bitch that motherfucker pretty and fine, that's what the fuck she do. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I say, Portia, it's wrong how you goddamn got the nigga. You had the bitch over there swimming in your pool and shit. You said she was your goddamn friend and all that shit. And you know, Portia goddamn, you know, she done sucked the, you know what I'm saying? She done sucked the mighty dick. You know, and him and Simon and your baby daddy, you know, they friends and shit, and business partners and shit. So, you know, you got to do what the fuck it is that you got to do to secure the bag. So, I'ma say, Portia, fuck you, bitch, for goddamn doing the shit you motherfucking did. The way you motherfucking did it, but you did it now, bitch. You was out there and everybody know. So motherfucking bitch, happy goddamn fake choking, bitch. Continue to choke on the goddamn dick and it's just on motherfucking period. I'm not gonna hold the shit. Not motherfucker, sometimes, you know, if you around there sucking mustard balls and all that shit and the dick be musty and all that shit like that, then you know what I'm saying? Mustard dick, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you. I ain't sucking no mustard dick. I don't give a damn how much money you got. Cause I'm not even finna suck your dick unless you fresh out the goddamn shower. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sucking your dick unless you have to just fresh out the goddamn shower. I don't give a damn how much you hide up under your goddamn stomach and how much that motherfucker sit on top of your balls because he ain't got no motherfucking link. But when you get out the shower and the dick is fresh and the dick is clean and the dick is freshly motherfucking shaven and the ass hair it have been depleted at the asshole and all that kind of shit, you got to do what the fuck you got to do. So goddamn it, she done secured the goddamn bag. And the only thing you need to do now, bitch, is get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Get pregnant. Now, you can't sit up here and make yourself a public embarrassment and let people see what kind of hoe you is, and you don't get in this relationship, you don't get this nigga no goddamn baby. Because Simon money is long, and your baby daddy money is still trying to goddamn get them. You know what I'm saying? But while you got this dick, short as it may be, black as it may be, as big as his jaws may be, and ugly as his may be, when you look at that motherfucker, bitch, you better see goddamn Morris Chestnut, bitch. And that's just on motherfucking period. When you look at that nigga and you close your eyes, bitch, you is this Morris. Fuck it. Bitch, this is Loren's take, bitch. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You know, he ran out for real. When I close my motherfucking eyes, bitch, this is who the fuck you is. So I'm gonna suck this little bit of goddamn piece of pinky, and I'm gonna suck this bitch like it's the biggest motherfucking dick in the world, cause I'm gonna secure this goddamn bag. This bitch couldn't goddamn keep her motherfucking husband and all that shit like that, and bitch, you lost, and it just is what it is. And I got him now. Get pregnant, bitch. Get motherfucking pregnant, bitch. And they just on goddamn period. So, you know, of course, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, of course, I already told y'all she is from the land of Thotlandia, bitch. If y'all didn't believe that she was from the land of Thotlandia, that's your motherfucking business. That's on you, bitch. You should have goddamn believed. Now, the next motherfucking story that we got on the goddamn doctor tonight, we got Ken Walker. If y'all don't know who Ken and De'Ara is, Ken and De'Ara or some YouTubers, you know, they became millionaires being on YouTube and all that kind of bullshit. And Ken was on live, and you know, he was talking to bitches and shit on live and all that shit. And he told the bitch, you know, bitch, I want to see that ass. Basically, I want to see that motherfucking ass. Turn that ass around, bitch, and model walk. Model walk, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Model walk, and let me see that ass. Let me see how that ass bounce from left to right, from right to left. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the fuck she did. Now, we went over there, and I went over there, and I looked at De'Ara page, and De'Ara has taken off there that she is engaged to King. Look, De'Ara, don't let these motherfuckers goddamn get your ass and fuck your goddamn money because this man want to look at a little piece of ass. Ain't nothing wrong with writing a motherfucking check long as you don't goddamn cash that hoe. And that's just on motherfucking period. Don't goddamn cash that hoe. Now you can look at it. Me personally, I don't give a fuck about a nigga looking at some ass. Look at the ass. I'm gonna be looking at the ass too, because I ain't got none. So I looked at the ass. That bitch be bouncing. Bitch, I'm bouncing with the motherfucking ass. And that's just on period. Look at it. But don't write, you can goddamn write that check, but don't cash that motherfucker. So you gotta be able to let all the YouTube and all the Facebook and all the goddamn Instagram and shit talk her out of being with this $1 million man. With this man, bitch, y'all done made millions and millions and millions of motherfucking dollars that has allowed y'all to live a lavish motherfucking lifestyle at a very motherfucking young age. Now, if you listen to these bitches that's out here on YouTube that's broke, sitting at home picking greens and all that shit, and fucking a nigga that don't even go to work because you got to goddamn go to work and handle all the bills and all that bullshit, and you leave that nigga, that's on you, bitch. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. And that's what the fuck you do. But I just don't think that I would leave my motherfucking man. I know I would. I wouldn't leave my motherfucking man, and I would not take off my motherfucking ring and shit just because my husband or my man or my fiance wanted to look at a little piece of ass. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, look at it. Look at it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you can look at the ass, but I also will say that when people are that young, because they're really young, like 25 or under type of young. When a man is 25 years old, and I have learned this from experience, when a man is that motherfucking young, you can't expect for him to come and look, you put too much pressure on these niggas to be a goddamn husband at this age. I'm not saying that it's not possible for a man to be faithful at that age. But when he is when he on and he popping like that, and when he can go live, and it's 30,000 motherfuckers on his live and shit, and y'all is getting paid for every goddamn view, every goddamn click, and when Google send y'all YouTube check, that bitch is over $1 million. You know, I just wouldn't goddamn be mad. But stop putting all this pressure on these niggas and shit, and trying to get married to these niggas when they on and they popping like that. Let them be motherfucking free. Let him do what he want to motherfucker. Look, at that age, they still out here fucking hoes. They still out here doing that type of shit. And let them do that type of shit to get you a little nigga on the motherfucking side. Get you a nigga on the side, you know what I'm saying, that can goddamn do what it is that you want to motherfucking do. You know, but keep that nigga, because now I'm just playing with this nigga on the side. Keep that nigga and make sure that, you know, you the millionaire. Now, see, when you be rich like that, you don't gotta necessarily be fucking around no rich ass motherfucking nigga. Bitch, you might want to fuck with the mailman. The mailman be coming up there and his dick is long and strong and all that shit, and he can pick you up and sit you on his motherfucking shoulders and eat your pussy and shit and all that. You know what I'm saying? Get that and then take your ass back home to your goddamn mansion, bitch. After you leave out of the goddamn, you know, wherever the fuck that nigga can afford. If that nigga is, you know, he probably can't afford nothing but Motel 6. And if he a Motel 6 type of nigga with a big dick that you got a mansion to go home to, get your little dick and take your motherfucking ass home and stop crying and shit every time this nigga look at some goddamn body. And they just on fucking period. Now, I done told y'all before, when these niggas are young as fuck like that, you can't put the type of pressure on them niggas that you can put on a nigga that's fucking 35, 40 years old. Now, at 35 or 40 years old, bitch, you ain't finna take your motherfucking ass out here and be cheating and doing what the fuck you want to do. But at 25, bitch, if you go out and get you a little piece of pussy, you know what I'm saying? The pussy ain't got to be rich and all that. You just want a bitch that was able to get her a little surgery and she can make it clap on your ass. Let it clap. Just wrap that shit up. But just know That bitch got her own postal worker. You know what I'm saying? Her own construction worker. You know what I'm saying? On the side that's sticking her down and come home and kiss that nigga in the mouth like ain't never been going out. Cause that was the fuck they do. Nigga, that's all motherfucking period. So, you know, we finna get on and move on along to our next motherfucking time. Our next motherfucking topic. Now, the next motherfucking story that I got is Young Miami. She done made a post. She said, look, Nicki Minaj, bitch, you been having me blocked and shit and all that shit. Unblock me, sis. You know what I'm saying? Unblock me. Now, you know, if I was Nicki, I wouldn't unblock that whole nigga. Because even though JT was the one who was doing all the talking all the shit for the most motherfucking part and all that shit. I just don't feel like you know, and see if your partner, if you're in a group and if your partner say some shit and she be out of fucking pocket and talking all that shit, let that bitch talk and be out of motherfucking pocket. But I just don't think that I be on live begging Nicki Minaj, you know what I'm saying, to let me goddamn be on her goddamn live and to unblock me on Instagram. Bitch, make you a fake motherfucking Instagram and bring your stupid ass on in. You see what the fuck I'm saying? Bring your motherfucking ass on in. So, you know, JT done fucked it up for you. She done fucked it up for you because she got too much motherfucking mouth and talking all that shit. And Carter ain't really studying that motherfucking ass. Because truth be told, Carter ain't popping like that no more neither. And they just sound motherfucking period. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, Cardi beats and shit, they be sounding good. And I like some of her motherfucking songs and shit. Because I like the beat. And I like the fact that, you know, it be catchy and all that shit. But everybody know that Cardi is not no real rapper. Just like the City Girls and shit ain't no real motherfucking rappers. They ain't. And another thing I need to tell y'all about these motherfucking City Girls and all this shit like this. See, y'all going out here and y'all setting the pussy out for the goddamn team because the City Girls said, you know, City Girls, we fuck niggas for money and we get bags and we get money and all that shit. See, these hoes is around here caked up. You see she around here fucking oozing old gay down low motherfucking ass. Because I don't give a fuck. Ain't no motherfucking nigga gonna be wearing fingernail polish and taking pictures with his hands and shit perched like that. But if that's what the fuck you want to do, sis, you know, go ahead and do the motherfucking shit. But that don't mean that Nicki got to goddamn unblock your motherfucking ass. Take y'all ass on to go over there to Carter old non-talking ass. You know what I'm saying? And keep repping and riding for Carter. Because I understand that Carter is y'all label mate. And Carter is the one that you're going to have to motherfucking see. You ain't going to be sitting face to face or sitting across the table in a conference meeting and shit from Nicki Minaj. You will from Carter. And since Carter is popular, you're going to need Carter. So stay out, motherfucker. When you pick a side, bitch, stay there. When you pick a side, stay there. You know what I'm saying? Stay your ass over there. Stop trying to go over there where Nicki ass at. And speaking of Nicki Minaj, Lord have mercy. You know, because Nicki fine. You know, Nicki thick. You know what I'm saying? She might have bought it, but she thick. You know what I'm saying? She thick. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Nicki was on her fucking live, and Nicki was doing all that goddamn sniffing and all that shit, and her snot was running, and she couldn't control the snot. And Nicki said, I'm not motherfucking on no cocaine. Bitch, I pop perks, and I smoke weeds, and I'm a pill popper and all that shit. Which, you know what I'm saying, pills and shit ain't no different from goddamn snorting coke, because half of the time, coke is in the motherfucking pill. Now, I done popped a pill or two in my motherfucking life, Lord have mercy. You know, I done popped a pill or two, you know. I done popped a pill or two back in my day, you know what I'm saying? I don't take them kind of chances, not because the bitch about to be 40, you know what I'm saying? I ain't taking them kind of goddamn chances and shit when my heart be beating fast and I be hot and be sweating for no motherfucking reason. But you know, Nicki said shit, that ain't what the fuck she do. But she said she always been snotty and snot been running. Now, Nicki, what I got to say about that is, bitch, now look, now you lying. Now, I ain't never seen no Nicki Minaj interview or performance where she was sniffing and shit and sniggling and shit in the goddamn microphone and all that bullshit. I have never known Nicki to have a running motherfucking nose, but she said she always had a running nose. And bitch, that is the motherfucking lie. I personally believe Nicki is around here snorting coke. She done got with this goddamn nigga, and y'all know Nicki got her a street nigga. You see what I'm saying? She got her thug ass street nigga, and that nigga is putting down the dick and all that shit. Cause you know the dick might be, you know what I'm saying? The dick might be strong and motherfucking long, and she goddamn, they're trying to pick up some of his habits and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you high, I wanna be high. You know what I'm saying? You snort coke, I might want to snort a little coke. And that's what the fuck she be doing. So, you know, I had seen niggas snort no coke. I ain't never met Nicki Minaj. But bitch, I know a powder head when I see a motherfucking powder head. Now, you know, you was able to buy ass and stay thick and make yourself thick and buy titties. And let me tell y'all something. That outfit with Nicki Minaj had on, I don't give a fuck who made that bitch. I don't give a fuck if Fendi, Gucci, Louis, Prada, or none of them motherfuckers made the outfit. The shit just wasn't cute. The shit was just not, it just ain't no shit that I would have put on. And then you sit up there with the titties and shit. Let me tell y'all something about them fake ass titties. See, them fake ass titties, them hoes be hard. You see how hard her titties motherfucking look? And they look hard, and they look like when she bouncing shit. Them bitches don't got no shape. Look at this. You see these titties right here? These hoes got shape because these is real motherfucking titties. You know what I'm saying? These real titties. If you squeeze them, they soft to the goddamn touch. So you can't do no goddamn fake titties and shit like this right here. And they be doing all that kind of shit like that. Them hard titties that, you know, they just do this shit right here. You can't really, you know what I'm saying? But them real titties, they shake like that right there. But you know, that what the fuck she want, and that what the fuck she did. But nigga, you was snorting cocaine, bitch. You ain't don't nobody have to sniff 50, 11 goddamn times. And then when you did the video trying to explain that they're trying to let the people think that you weren't snorting no goddamn cocaine, you was sniffing extra. But we know that, you know, you was extra motherfucking high. And it's just on period. But you don't owe us no motherfucking explanations, bitch. And the fact that you felt like you and a woman of your caliber and a woman of your goddamn tax bracket, the need to, for you to have the need to go and explain this shit to a bunch of broke motherfuckers that working at regular goddamn jobs and that's trying to make ends motherfucking meek and all that shit. They just let us know that you was really high on there and you need to explain that shit. I knew you was high when you had your motherfucking edges pink and the rest of your hair blonde. I don't give a fuck who ate. That shit was ugly in the motherfucker. There just ain't no shit I'd have put in my motherfucking head, bitch. I would have had my edges pink. So you was high when you did that shit. When you told the motherfucker, dye my edges pink and let all the rest of my hair be blonde. I knew you was high then. But that's what the kind of shit that you do when you high. See, when you high, you see shit that other people don't see. You know what I'm saying? Because you high. You know what I'm saying? You high. And you see shit that other motherfuckers that don't see. And they don't comprehend the shit. Because, see, they smoking weed and all that bullshit. And, bitch, you the goddamn snorted you a goddamn line. And all that bullshit. So, bitch, we is not on the same level. I'm high. And, bitch, you high. And in her mind, she thought that putting that fucking bra on with them boulder titties was cute. That shit wasn't motherfucking cute. And I know it's a lot of Nicki fans out there. You know, people don't want you to say nothing about Nicki Minaj. Because they feel like, you know, the barbs come for you and all that bullshit. Fuck y'all. That shit was ugly than a motherfucker. Nigga was high than a motherfucker. And they just on motherfucking period. And you know, shit, bitch, if you high, just say that. Live in your motherfucking truth, bitch. Because the only way that you can stop snorting cocaine and being high like that is to admit that you like to get high and you like to snort motherfucking pie. So you know what I'm saying? That's all I had to say about nigga, bitch. You high, you rich enough to goddamn get high. And you rich enough to goddamn go get your ass in one of these motherfucking centers and goddamn places to go get yourself clean. Go get yourself clean. Cause Big Papa can't be sucking no goddamn milk and shit. I know high ass titties and shit. And you wonder why the baby be hype. And if the baby hype and all that kind of shit. The baby is hype and all that shit. Cause the baby is cracked out and the baby is high. Just like you is. And they just on motherfucking period. Now, moving the fuck right on along. We got Bow Wow and Romeo. Cause see, I ain't finna hold y'all on here all night. We got Bow Wow and Romeo. Now, Bow Wow and Romeo, you know, Bow Wow, you know, he tweeted and he said, you know, Romeo, you don't want this smoke. I heard a nigga want smoke and all that kind of bullshit. And you know, and Romeo came on there like the man that he is, you know, the grown up that he is. And he was like, look, this shit is not about getting no competition or no shit like that. I'm just trying to get the people some nostalgic shit. You know what I'm saying? The 90s babies and all that shit that grew up off our motherfucking music. We just trying to get them to have a good time. Now, Romeo, you know, let me give me a little drink. Romeo, you fine in a motherfucker. You finding a motherfucker, and you know what I'm saying? You went to ICDC, community college, and all that kind of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You goddamn made it. I don't even know a song that Romeo made besides the ICDC song. I can't. If anybody can name a motherfucking song by Romeo, bitch, you was lying and you had to Google that motherfucking shit. Now, if Romeo and Bow Wow do a versus, Romeo, you might be able to last through the first goddamn 10 minutes of the goddamn song. 10 minutes of the goddamn verse. Cause when Bow Wow was that nigga, he was that motherfucking nigga. And that's just on motherfucking period. Now we can sit here and we can talk about Bow Wow, and we can say Bow Wow washed up. And you know, he like to beat women and beat, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. You know, I hit a bitch too if they motherfucking hit me. You know, that's just on motherfucking period. And you know, and he can sit around here and say, you know, he on he got all this shit going on because he going off his daddy money. Romeo, what you got to do is you got to be goddamn realistic about this shit. Bro, do not take your ass and do no verses with Lil Bow Wow. Because Bow Wow, back in his prime, you know what I'm saying? He had hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. You see what I'm saying? He had all these hits. And Bow Wow and Romeo, you just had hit after hit. And the only reason why you had them hits that you had was because, you know, people respected your motherfucking daddy because your daddy got that shit out the motherfucking mud. But sit your motherfucking ass down and don't, don't get beside yourself and all that kind of shit because you really, you really won that nigga back in the goddamn day. You just, you know what I'm saying? You just won really that nigga, but you know, Master P put his stamp and shit on it and all that shit. So you know what I'm saying? A motherfucker respecting this shit, and we respecting Master P grind and his hustle and the shit that he motherfucking did. But you ain't really did much shit. You ain't really had no goddamn hits because I can't think of damn motherfucking song that you had. Valencia, you know both on fuck Angela. You know, Angela Simmons, you know, she like to sit around here and act like she a good at two-shoot. Y'all remember Angela trying to act like she was goddamn virgin and all that shit. Bitch, your motherfucking walls been bust down. They been got the motherfucking hammer and bust your motherfucking walls down, bitch. Because when you came the fuck out and started fucking, all of a sudden you was pregnant. Bitch, you been bouncing on the dick and hopping on the motherfucking fucking dick and throwing that ass in a motherfucking circle. You know? So, you know, I just want to just say to Bow Wow and to Lil Romeo, sit the fuck down. Bow Wow, and you should sit up here making this man shine and all this shit like that because we already know that the only nigga that really that gonna win this fucking verses and shit is that nigga. And see, when a motherfucker love to try to say this is a celebration, you know what I'm saying? This is a celebration. This Romeo, this is a celebration. I'm just trying to celebrate and give the people something they want to see from the 90s. Bitch, we don't want to see you. We want to see you. We want to see you naked. We don't want to see you rap a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see you rap a goddamn thing because, you know, you really is not that motherfucking nigga, but Bow Wow was back in his day. You know, they're just on motherfucking period. We don't really want to see you like that. You ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Now, you might be slaying that rod. Slaying the rod. Stay over there and that goddamn, play basketball. Do that. Shoot a little hoops and shit. But when it comes to that rap thing, and if you going back to when you and Bow Wow ass was popping, ain't no fucking competition because Bow Wow got all these motherfucking hits and shit. And you just got, you know, the strength of your motherfucking daddy. And they just fucking period. They just period. But you can continue to take off your shirt and let us see your goddamn chest and let us see your pecs and all that shit and see that tight ass. But as far as hearing you rap and the songs and shit that you made when you was riding there wearing a do-rag with a hat, we don't too much want to goddamn see. You know what I'm saying? You lost already. You lost. So, you know, we're going to move right the fuck on along because we got shit to goddamn talk about. Now, next, we got Floyd Mayweather's daughter, Money Yaya. She has made an announcement, and she has basically said that she is on the motherfucking market and all that bullshit, and niggas shoot y'all motherfucking shots. Now, y'all, you know. Now, first of all, she funny looking. Y'all know Floyd Mayweather ugly, and she look just like that ugly motherfucker. She's short and joints and shit short and shit, and waist is short. You know, she's short waist. You know what I'm saying? And she's short and shit just like her motherfucking daddy. And if she could put on a wig and she could put on no lipstick and get her eyebrows arched and get her motherfucking lashes and shit put on and all that shit, and she wasn't rich through her daddy. You know, nobody wouldn't really be stunned her. But you know, NBA YoungBoy, he came out and he penned a letter to his baby mama Jaslyn, and he verified that Jaslyn is pregnant and having a little girl and all that shit. And he decided that, you know, that's who he want to be with. You know, he said, you know, while I'm in here and I see that that motherfuckers is really not riding for me, how the fuck they was riding for me when I was out. And bitch, you stuck by my motherfucking side. And you know, that's who the fuck you want to be with. Yaya, bitch, you was a murderer. You damn near a murderer, bitch. You was damn near a murderer, and you was a little retarded. And this ain't nothing to the people that got retarded children. And I just want to say, you know, when I say a motherfucker is retarded, and I say that shit, I am not talking to the people who got retarded children. Now, people don't like you to say retarded because y'all know how motherfuckers like, you gotta say a motherfucker is mentally challenged. No, it's retarded. You know what I'm saying? It's retarded. If your child is retarded and slow, the child just, you know, shit. The child is a little motherfucking slow. Hey, the mama slow. You know what I'm saying? You knew that when you was fucking that nigga, he had good dick, and the dick was big, but the dick was good, but the nigga was still little, you know what I'm saying? And you still fucked him in the goddamn ways. You not got to know that the child ain't gonna be that motherfucking, ain't gonna be that goddamn fast if you and the daddy is retarded. So, you know, Yaya, you know, Yaya wants everybody to know that her DMs is open, that she is taking applications and all that kind of bullshit, even though she don't got no kind of career and she don't got no kind of shit going for her ass. The bitch don't got a lash line, a hair line, a clothing line, you know what I'm saying? The bitch don't know how to line dance, or none of that shit. You know, her shit is open. So if you want to get some of Floyd money and spend a little bit of Floyd money, go on over there and holler at her. Just know that if you have a goddamn baby, the baby just might be, you know, a little slow. You know what I'm saying? Cause that bitch slow. Might just be a little slow. But goddamn it, if you gonna be over there with goddamn Money Mayweather and getting some of them billions and shit that he got, fuck it. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? If I was a nigga, fuck it. Bitch, I'm going in raw. I'm going in raw, and that's on motherfucking period, bitch. I'm going in raw. And we gonna pray that the baby don't be slow. But if the baby do be slow, the baby is gonna have enough goddamn access to money and all that shit to try to give them the speed up a little bit. You know, and that's on motherfucking period. But bitch, I'm glad that you finally seeing the motherfucking light, because you know you like to goddamn get out here and advocate for NBA YoungBoy, even though he goddamn is out here, you know, doing what the fuck he did. Janae said she fucked the motherfucker who was stuttering. You know what I'm saying? If he got money, Janae, let that nigga let that nigga If it take them goddamn 40 before he can say I love you, fuck. Bitch, I'll wait. I'll sit here and wait. You got a little piece of change and shit. Bitch, you can be saying, hey, y'all. I would sit there and wait on your slow motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Our child might be a little slow, but your daddy got money where we can put our child in class and we can goddamn get them some shit going on where instead of saying 40, he might goddamn just You know what I'm saying? But he got 3 If you can get him down from 50 to 3 bitch, we in a motherfucking, we in a goddamn game, bitch. And they just on motherfucking period. Now, we gonna move right the fuck on the goddamn long. And the next story we got on our goddamn show is we got Lamar Odom baby mama Liza Morales, she's suing him, claiming that their children, that she and her children are facing eviction. Look, Laverne. And when them niggas, you know when them niggas be, look, see y'all, why I can't be reading these goddamn comments and shit. You know when them niggas be having a stuttering problem and they real bad stutterers. They head go like this. Cause they be trying to get that shit out. Fuck it, bitch. I'll go goddamn get me a little cup of coffee and sit there and wait for your motherfucking ass. I'll sit there and wait for you to get it out, bitch. Come on, I'll be something. Come on in, look. I got you, baby. I finna go suck your dick. You know what I'm saying? I got you, boo. You know, all that shit. I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? Because your money is long. So we talking. And matter of fact, bitch, when you start saying bitch, I'ma goddamn get on key. You say I'ma say bitch, we gonna make a whole motherfucking song. I love you. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. Fuck that. Bitch, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I love you. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. Fuck it. If them motherfuckers want to talk about you, baby, and all that goddamn shit, and you got that motherfucking money, bitch, I'm gonna motherfucking make us, bitch, we gonna make a motherfucking song. I love you. I need you. I want you. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. I'm here for you. You know? So, you know. But anyway, Lamar Odom baby mama is suing him for child support because, you know, I hit the Lenny Williams on you know, all that shit. I'm with all that shit. All of it, bitch. They make a motherfucking song. You know, you don't got to have no talent to make no song. You know, you don't gotta have no talent to make no song. A motherfucker put a beat. I love you. I want you. All that shit, y'all. Quit getting the motherfucking sidetrack. Anyway, the more older baby mama, she is suing him because she said her and her children are facing eviction because Lamar Odom wasn't paying child support. Now, Lamar Odom said, you know, no, bitch. You must be smoking dope. No, bitch. You got to be motherfucking high because I paid my shit. You know what I'm saying? I paid for 18 years on motherfucking time. I don't owe your goddamn children or our children another motherfucking dime, and our children need to go get them a motherfucking job, and you need to go get a motherfucking job too. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are over the age of 18. Bitch, if you ain't took your motherfucking ass and got no motherfucking job, bitch, if you ain't filled out your application at McDonald's or Burger King or Amazon, because Amazon high right now, you ain't took, you know, application, then that's on you, bitch. I done gave you 18 years, even though I was on crack, because y'all know Lamar was on crack. You know, he was on crack and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Taking Chloe and shit down through there and all that. Even through my crack phase, I was still paying my child support on motherfucking time because y'all know Chloe was making sure that he paid them motherfucking payments and shit on time. So I'm gonna need you to go get a motherfucking job, bitch. Ain't nobody gonna take care of you and your goddamn children after they turned motherfucking 18 and because you was living a certain lifestyle when you was getting them goddamn checks. Now, you know what I'm saying? You was on a motherfucking Burger King and a Popeyes budget, bitch. You need to go over there and get out that big ass house. And you need to go get into a 2-bedroom. Bitch, get bunk beds and shit. Now, you know, I done went to jail a few times in my day. I done went to motherfucking jail a few times in my day. And they can make bunk beds and shit that's 3 layers. You know what I'm saying? You can get the bunk beds and shit. Bunk beds used to come in just 2. You know what I'm saying? A bed on the bottom and a bed on the motherfucking top. Now, put them motherfuckers in a goddamn bed that got 4 motherfucking beds on top of them. Because I remember when I was in jail, a bitch had a motherfucking seizure, and she was a type of bitch. Now see, I ain't trying to say nothing to people that have seizures and shit. I don't know about to think that because that ain't what the fuck I'm doing. But what I'm saying is, that bitch roll her ass off that motherfucking top bunk and she hit the goddamn floor. Just make sure if y'all got any slow children, you put the slow retarded ass child at the bottom so if they fall, they don't got to fall far. Just put a load of goddamn clothes down there like how Natasha had in her motherfucking house, bitch. Just put you some clothes and shit down there so when he roll the fuck over and he fall like the goddamn bed and all that bullshit, then his ass break that. No, that shit be there to break their motherfucking fall, and it's just all motherfucking weird. You know, bitch, you can't be living above your goddamn means and shit when the children turn 18 and them goddamn checks and shit can stop. You got to start living within your means. You can't have you no longer can have a champagne taste on a Four Loko ass budget, bitch. And they just on motherfucking period. You can't afford to drink the best of the motherfucking best. Bitch, go get you a Bud Light and a Budweiser and sit the fuck down because that's what type of budget and shit that your ass is on now. You know? Leave Lamar alone. Lamar done got off crack. Lamar done got Ricardo Red with her hard booty motherfucking ass. And he is happy and shit. And he with a real bitch and all that shit. Let Lamar alone. For you turn him back into a goddamn crackhead. With all that stress and shit. Y'all know when them goddamn ex-crackheads and shit get stressed out and shit, they either gonna goddamn turn a liquor, big natural light, LaQuisha, natural motherfucking light and Michelob, goddamn it. And then what type of budget you on now, bitch? Stop going trying to go up in the liquor store and get the high shit when you know you got the goddamn go over there and get motherfucking MD 2020 and all that shit. That what type of budget you on? You can't drink the best motherfucking wine no more. You got to get you some MD 2020 and pour that shit in the glass or get you some Pink Whitney. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck we drink? You know what I'm saying? You can't be drinking that shit that you used to motherfucking drink. You got to bring yourself down because the only reason why you was up was because Lamar was paying that goddamn child support. Now, he did what the fuck he had to do. Leave him alone before he relapsed. We trying to keep Lamar on the straight and motherfucking narrow. And if the only thing that Lamar got going on that he gonna do is fuck hoes with fake asses and fake titties and shit and little legs and little thighs, let him do it. You know what I'm saying? We tired of this shit. We want to see our brother stay healthy. And we want to see him goddamn, do what it is that he needs to motherfucking do. Go get you some Section 8. Go and put in, because when I was on Section 8, I went, if you got to go, you put in, and you see who's Section 8 wait list open. You know what I'm saying? And whoever wait list open, use the change that you got, you know what I'm saying, to move your ass over there. You see what I'm saying? Because it's real shit. You know what I'm saying? This is real shit. Now, for y'all that goddamn, the niggas used to work on the boat and all that kind of bullshit, and now they don't work on the goddamn boat no more. They done got off the boat and now they ass at McDonald's. Bitch, go over there. Go over there. You know what I'm saying? And Google and see what goddamn Section 8 waiting list open. And keep your little goddamn stimulus money. And you know Joe finna give us his little $300 a month. Hold on to your $300 a month. You know what I'm saying? And take your ass to wherever state that is when you get tired of move and move your ass over there. You can't be living in California and shit, bitch, when you got an Alabama budget. They just on motherfucking period. So, you know, this is what I had to say about that bitch right there. Mad Dog 2020, and they just on motherfucking period to one. Get you some Mad Dog 2020. You can't goddamn be getting the motherfucking wine and shit that cost $70, $80, and $100 a bottle. Get you some $2.99, bitch. You gonna get fucked up real goddamn quick, but you just got to make sure you eat you a couple goddamn ham sandwiches and you goddamn eat you a couple goddamn fries and shit so you can have something to coat your goddamn stomach so you don't get sick. So you feel like you still on that kind of budget. You know what I'm saying? And all that kind of bullshit like that. And they're just on motherfucking period. I ain't got nothing else to say about it. Now, the next motherfucking thing we got the politicians and shit are going out of their way, you know, to get us to get our vaccines and all that shit like that. They around here putting you in the goddamn lottery. You know what I'm saying? They'll buy your goddamn ticket. They around here offering you some burgers and fries and sandwiches and all that kind of shit. And if you homeless or you hungry or if you might be real hot at the time, you might decide that you want to go down there and get it. Now, everybody that got the vaccine, kudos to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to y'all for getting the goddamn vaccine and all that shit like that. And ain't nobody judging nobody that went and got the vaccine. Me, period. You know what I'm saying? Live it. And that's on motherfucking period. I'ma stay eating bologna sandwiches, bitch. I'ma stay eating bologna sandwiches, fried hard, burnt around the edges, and burnt in the middle a little bit with some fresh ass sunbeam bread. Then when you bite that hole, it gets stuck to the roof of your motherfucking mouth. And you gotta do that shit like that to get that shit out the roof of your motherfucking mouth. I'ma stay eating them hoes. You know what I'm saying? I'ma stay eating them hoes because I ain't ready to get the motherfucking vaccine. Because the vaccine is not preventing people from getting the goddamn COVID. And the reason why I ain't getting the vaccine right now is just, you know, I'm gonna keep it motherfucking real. I'm just seeing how many of y'all motherfuckers gonna die and grow a sixth toe and start growing mustaches and beards and shit, even though you ain't on no goddamn testosterone hormones and you ain't transitioning and shit. I'm gonna see which one of y'all hoes gonna start walking backwards and all that kind of shit, and then your bladder goddamn get bad. And you goddamn start pissing on your motherfucking self and your ass, you lose the grip in your asshole and all that kind of bullshit. See, because I need my grip in my asshole. You know what I'm saying? I need my grip in my asshole. I done told y'all, I get fucked in the ass. You know, I might let a nigga run in my ass on his birthday. You know what I'm saying? You know, shit just is what it is. It's gonna keep the motherfucking real on here. I might let you go in my asshole for birthday and for goddamn anniversary. But you know, if we don't know what the side effects of this shit is, because you know they ain't really they ain't test no lab rats and all that shit, because the rats and shit is dying, and Peter and all that shit got a problem with y'all testing on the rats and shit, so they using us as test dummies. So I'm gonna let y'all hoes hair fall out. See, I cut my shit because that's what the fuck I wanted to. I wanted to be bald head. I live in the motherfucking desert. But when y'all hoes hair start falling out, and you round this bitch looking like George Jefferson and all that bullshit like that, I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Because I am not finna be around here, you know what I'm saying? Your titties lose the air on them and all that shit. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? The pussy hole just start getting wide on its own. We not ready to push that goddamn 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 goddamn babies, and the pussy went back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the vaccine gonna make that hole get this big and stay this motherfucking big, and then a nigga gotta put a whole goddamn chair in your pussy to be able to feel something. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. So I'm just gonna see how many y'all bitches die and all that kind of bullshit like that and do all that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting about 2 years or 3 years or 5 and see, you know what I'm saying, if what the fuck gonna happen to y'all is y'all gonna goddamn go blind, you know what I'm saying, crippled and motherfucking crazy, bitch, before I go get the vaccine. So until then, I'm wearing my motherfucking mask. Bitch, you cannot bribe me with no motherfucking hamburger and fries because the government been letting me get a little piece of stamp. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna goddamn just, you know what I'm saying, go down there to Aldi where the cheap shit at, and I'm gonna continue to go to Aldi and get my motherfucking meats and shit. You know what I'm saying, real cheap and all that kind of bullshit like that, and go to the farmer's market where the fruits and shit is fresh and cheap and all that. And I'm gonna keep doing that shit, and I'm gonna wait till y'all see how many y'all fall out dead and all that shit. And you know, just depending on who died. You know what I'm saying? If it's sorry ass motherfucking baby daddies and shit that die, you know what I'm saying? Die, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Die, bitch. You know, I'ma just wait and see what happened to y'all before I go get the goddamn shit. Cause right now I'm bald headed by choice, but and you know my forehead is goddamn long and shit. I can't pull my hairline down, you know, and all that shit. Live it, period, bitch. The motherfucking Pick 5 and Save-A-Lot and Piggly Wiggly, bitch, and that's on motherfucking period. I'ma keep getting my motherfucking Pick 5 and goddamn getting the goddamn meat and shit. They got the sticker on it. You know what I'm saying? They knock down real motherfucking cheap because it's past the goddamn expiration date, but I can take it home and make hamburgers and shit that motherfucking night. I'm gonna keep on doing that shit right there because in a couple years, when they start saying, you know, if you took the COVID vaccine and your pussy has dried the fuck out, call 1-800-555-DRY-PUSSY. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. I don't want my pussy dry when I turn 40, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Pussy that dried out, titties that shriveled up, head the motherfucking shrunk, neck then got motherfucking short and all that shit. I'm gonna let y'all do that shit and then I'm gonna decide, you know what I'm saying, whether I wanna go get the vaccine or not. But until then, I'm gonna wear my mask and respect every motherfucking body, and I'm just gonna watch y'all people and you know, see what the fuck going on with y'all. And it just, you know, this is some motherfucking period. Now, the next thing we got on here is Joe Budden is accused of sexual assault by Olivia Dope, and he told her that they should speak more because he been wanting to fuck. Now, you know, let me tell y'all something. First of all, when you take your ass somewhere, and I ain't saying this shit right, because sexual harassment is not right. Because I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. Now, back in my motherfucking day, when I was working for a company that like inspected the parts and shit from Mercedes-Benz, I had a goddamn boss and shit, and he used to always tell me, you know, he want to goddamn run his dick up in between these bow legs, and I sued his ass for sexual harassment, and I got $12,000. You know, I got $12,000, and you know what I'm saying? I spent them hoes, you know what I'm saying? I was young as fuck, and I spent them hoes, and I got my little piece of china. Now, but if you know, everybody know Joe Budden is an ex-crackhead / ex-powder head or what the fuck else. So if that's what the fuck he want to do, and you know that he is very disrespectful to women, and if you decide to take your ass over there to work for Joe Budden, I ain't saying it's right. But if you go over there knowing what type of nigga this is, and you take your ass over there and you work for Joe Budden, you know he gonna goddamn have crackhead ways and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Joe Budden told the girl, you know, he wanted to fuck her, and he was making real sexual comments and shit to her, and she felt some kind of way. This is the thing. If you sit there, this is what I don't like. When you sit there and you know a man is doing that, and you know that he's saying that, and you don't say nothing, bitch, that's on you. If your integrity is measured by $1, you cannot get motherfucking mad when it's what the fuck he do. Now, she didn't decide to come out and say this shit until, you know, his other two partners and all that shit had to goddamn quit, and all that shit, and they came out, you know, ain't fucking with Joe and all that kind of bullshit like that. You should have been said some bitch. When you allow $1, when you allow money to measure your integrity, to measure what you would take off a motherfucker, that's on you. That's on you. You can't sit there and let a nigga be doing that kind of shit like that, and then once they goddamn, you know, you see that everybody else taking them down, and you jump on the goddamn child. We are grown motherfucking women. It ain't like you was no child. It ain't like you was no fucking teenager or none of that shit. You let him say all of that shit because you were getting paid, and because you were getting the goddamn type of you was getting the eyes on you that you wanted to get the eyes on. Ain't no use you running over there saying, well, I was uncomfortable and I ain't say. You should have said something, bitch. You should have said something. So what does that say about you? What does that say about you when you sit there and let somebody belittle you, berate you, make you feel like a piece of fucking meat, bitch, and not even no goddamn, you know, no good pork and shit, but a turkey sausage. Y'all know the turkey sausage be dried in a bit. And you let the motherfucker goddamn measure who the fuck you are out for a goddamn $1, then you know shit, bitch, that's on you. It ain't like you was no little child and shit. You knew the shit was inappropriate when you was saying the shit, and yeah, he is wrong, and whatever consequences he have to suffer, and behind what he goddamn did, that's on him. But you can't sit there and stop trying to play victim and shit when you know that you sat there and took that shit because you was getting paid well. And know that that's what the fuck it is. I'll let you call me bitches and hoes. I'll let you say you gonna fuck me and fuck me in my ass or whatever the fuck you wanna do and all that shit if the money motherfucking right. But then when the money stop or when you quit and all that shit, then you wanna come run and tell. You should have been motherfucking told. You should have been saying that. Grown ass motherfucking women, when you make the choice to put yourself in that situation, and once it happens and it continues to happen and you stay there, that's on you. The first time that it happened, you should have goddamn said something. You should have quit and all that shit. And then you want to goddamn go and tell us and shit. Go to the police, bitch. Ain't nothing we can do but goddamn make your ass a part of our goddamn commentary. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing we can do is make your ass a part of our commentary and talk about it. Go down there and go call Glory. goddamn white lady that take everybody goddamn case, every woman that feel like they've been wronged and all that shit. Take your motherfucking ass over there and call goddamn Gloria and shit. And don't be trying to goddamn get a nigga fucked up if you done made thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars off of being on his goddamn platform. And just because everybody else can jump ship, then now you jump ship and you want to go run the tail. You should have been taught. That's on you. You was grown. You had a goddamn choice. You chose to stay there and not say nothing. Then, bitch, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You know, just see what it is. Everybody know Joe ass is on that goddamn crack, and Joe is the ex-crackhead, and he's still crackish, and he have crackhead ways and shit. You know, it is what it is. So, you know, that's all the fuck I had to say about that motherfucking shit. Now, I also got an honorable mention. Now look. Now, y'all know JoJo is down there, and JoJo to open up him a new, in Mobile, Alabama. JoJo to open up him another goddamn funeral home and all that shit, and he working on another goddamn company name and all that bullshit. Now, and I see that people is still using JoJo. Now, if y'all want to goddamn use JoJo, and y'all know JoJo gonna have y'all ass sit up there hot, and ain't gonna put y'all in no freezer, ain't gonna put a fan on your goddamn people and all that shit to try to keep them goddamn cool. That's on y'all. Don't be hitting me the fuck up. Don't be hitting me the fuck up trying to say, Key, I want to tell my motherfucking story about JoJo because he done buried my motherfucking mama and I don't know where the fuck she at and I don't got access to it. Or when they goddamn tried to goddamn dig my mama up, she was just thrown down there ass up and all I seen was a skirt, shoes, and bones in her motherfucking neck. That's on y'all. Y'all continue to goddamn use JoJo and all that bullshit. Keep on motherfucking use. Cause you get what the fuck you pay for. If y'all want to pay for that goddamn cheap ass shit and all that kind of bullshit, then it's on y'all. I don't want to hear it. I got a couple people that been in my inbox about JoJo and a couple people that sent me a goddamn posting behind JoJo. I'm not finna sit up here and interview y'all. Y'all can't come on my motherfucking show. Bitch, you can't tell your motherfucking story. I don't want a motherfucking head. Cause I done told y'all ass that if you fuck with JoJo, bitch, your mama probably, you know what I'm saying? She, you know, on your loved ones and shit, you know, shit might end up being fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Shit might end up being fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Your mama, it's just, you know, it's sad that he do the fuck he do, but y'all allow him to do it. Because you know, instead of paying $10,000 for a funeral, you want to pay $2,500, or you want to do the $1,900 special that he have between Tuesday and Thursday. That's y'all be. That's y'all. You know what I'm saying? You can't be on my show. You can't come goddamn be on my motherfucking screen, bitch. I'm not gonna get on here and have y'all on here and all that shit. If that was the fuck y'all want to do. You chose to go to a nigga that ain't gonna bury your mama number 3 feet under instead of 6 feet under, and when you pull her up, she got there, her hair is wet and motherfucking wavy, the wig you had on, and the wig is really wet and motherfucking wavy, cause they weren't buried down far enough, and you got to go down there, and you gotta stump your mama all the way down in the goddamn grave with your foot, and all that shit. That's on y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of y'all motherfucking ass. That's what you choose, and that's what the fuck you want, and anytime a nigga ride around with bitches in his motherfucking limo, picking up hoes and shit in the goddamn death mobile and shit. That's on y'all, bitch. You can't sit on my motherfucking show. I'm sick of y'all motherfucking ass. Everybody got a goddamn choice of what the fuck they want to goddamn do, and if you choose that nigga, then what the fuck you goddamn choose. Now, my last story that I got is, oh shit, wait a minute, cause let me make sure my goddamn card locked. Cause you know, let me tell y'all something. Sometimes you be having these motherfucking cards and shit. And you be having shit that gonna come out on them shit automatically and shit. Bitch, I don't want it to come out right now. You know what I'm saying? So let me make sure my goddamn card locked, bitch. Okay. Bitch. I know what I had to goddamn take them transactions off so I could transfer that money to another goddamn account. Bitch, you need to get my motherfucking little piece of change. So, you know, the last story that I got is T.I. and Tiny, you know, T.I. and Tiny is just all to be shamed with the shit they motherfucking did. You know, and this what the fuck they chose to goddamn do, and this what the fuck y'all choose to do, bitch. I'm gonna put y'all motherfucking ass on here, but I got something that I want y'all to hear because the shit is really fucked up and sad. Let me see if I can find this shit. Okay, let me turn this shit up. Hold up. Okay, wait a minute now. Let me turn the goddamn song. Pause, bitch. Okay, so let me go to this. And I want y'all to hear this because this shit sad as fuck. And you know, I know people don't want to believe that T.I. and Tiny could be capable of doing this type of shit, and people don't want to goddamn believe this type of shit. And T.I. and Tiny couldn't possibly be doing it. But let me tell you something. Your uncles was fucking on. You know what I'm saying? Your granddaddy was fucking on. Your cousin was fucking on. And all that shit. So who the fuck is T.I. and Tiny? I'm never one to fucking victim shame anybody, especially if they fucking young or a teenager or underage. I'm never to sit there and victim shame them. But if you grown, bitch, and you motherfucking 27, 28, 30, 35 years old, and you took your ass over there, you want to goddamn swallow down pills and snort coke and all that shit to get you in the mood and make your pussy get real wet, that's on you. But this shit right here is a motherfucking shame, and I want y'all to hear what these people had to say.
I want to be clear about one thing. Women who have been victimized deserve to be heard. Women, black women in particular, should be supported, protected, defended, and uplifted.
Jane Doe 1. Date of incident, summer 2006. Location of incident, Atlanta, Georgia. In 2006, she was a 17-year-old senior at Tri City High School. She began interning for T.I. and Tiny at their Atlanta studio. She was vaginally and anally raped by T.I. after being given alcohol and drugs by Tiny.
Now, this first victim was 17 years old. Y'all know it's a video that came out, and the video detailed some of the shit, the transgressions and shit that T.I. and Tiny had done. Now, this first victim that they just said was 17 years old, and she went to Tri-Cities High School, and y'all know that's where Tiny went to school at. And you know that's where, if you go to Tri-Cities High School, that's one of those high schools kind of like where the school that I went to, John L. LaFleur, where if you got like a musical talent, if you're really good in music or sports or anything like that, you go to a performing arts school. That's what kind of school Tri-Cities High School is. And what they're saying is this girl was picked up by T.I. and Tiny, and they were, she was drugged, and T.I. was fucking her in her asshole and all that shit. Now let's go to the next story.
Jane Doe 2, a U.S. military veteran. Date of incident, September 2005. Location of incident, Los Angeles, California. Tiny sat next to Jane Doe 2 at a club and offered her a sip of a spiked drink. Tiny and T.I. took her and a few other girls back to their hotel. Tiny gave her a quote, back wet massage. At that point, Jane Doe 2 started feeling sick and began throwing up. T.I. came over and attempted to put his foot into her vagina.
Now, T.I. and Tiny, Jane Doe number 2, because these women are unnamed, and I know people have something to say like, why they coming out with their name? When you got money like T.I. and Tiny, and a bitch can come to your house and blow your motherfucking brains out and keep you from motherfucking talking, you don't want to say your goddamn name. So this woman was an Army veteran. They didn't say what her age was, but Tiny gave her a drink, and the drink was spiked, and she was fucked up, and she did not want to have sex with them. But T.I., she got fucked up, and T.I. was trying to stick his foot in her pussy, and when she woke up, her pussy was soft.
No, and the next thing she remembers was waking up naked on the couch with a towel thrown over her with a very sore vagina. Jane Doe 3. Date of incident, September 25th, 2006, and March 2007. Location of incidents, New York City and Atlanta, Georgia. An aspiring artist. Tiny invited her to the studio in January 2007 and passed her off to her security, Cedric Alpha Mega Sellers. Jane Doe 3 rejected his advances, and he grabbed her phone, put his number in, called himself, and began stalking her nonstop for months. She ignored him until she saw him again 2 months later. At that second encounter, Alpha Mega grabbed her and put a gun to her head. He then blindfolded her, put her in his car, and drove 20 to 15 minutes into Georgia. He raped her 3 times within a 24-hour window, drove her back to the studio the following day, and pistol whipped her, threatened to kill her if she spoke, Shortly after, she received a call from T.I. threatening her to never come near his studio again. Jane Doe 4, a teenage friend. Date of incident with T.I., 2006, 2007, and 2015. In 2005, Tiny approached her to work as their assistant. She was never paid or compensated for any of the work completed. On one occasion, T.I. stood over her, and Tiny stood close by as T.I. forced her to open her mouth and swallow 8 ecstasy pills. Throughout the duration of her time with T.I. and Tiny, the duo forced her to engage in sexual acts with different women against her will. In 2014, T.I. and Tiny forced her to have sexual intercourse with rapper Nelly against her will. Jane Doe 5, date of incident with T.I., October 2017. Location of incident, Atlanta, Georgia. A Clark Atlanta University freshman. She was slipped a date while visiting Grand Hustle Studios in Atlanta with one of T.I.'s interns. Jane Doe 6, date of incident, 2017-2018. Forced to take Molly, coke, and other drugs. Location of incident, Atlanta, Georgia. A private dancer. Jane Doe 6 was hired to do a private dance for T.I. and Tiny. She was told that there would be other celebrities there, and she needed to keep the encounter confidential. She was forced to take drugs and engage in unwanted sexual acts with other women. She had her cell phone and belongings taken and was held against her will for 3 days. Tremaine Williams, date of incident, December 12, 2009. Location of incident, Atlanta, Georgia. A 7-month-old pregnant mother and 8-year-old boy. In the December of 2009, Tremaine Williams was pregnant when T.I. and a group of his associates kicked in her front door and then put guns to the heads of her 8-year-old, 6-year-old, and 4-year-old sons and made them go to the closet. They then beat up her ex-husband at the time and kidnapped him. It was 3 p.m. in the afternoon. They called the police, and the DeKalb County Police Department came.
I want to be clear about one
They did
thing.
nothing after.
Women who have been victimized deserve to be heard. Women, black women in particular, should be supported, protected, defended, and uplifted.
Okay, so T.I. and Tiny, I'm not gonna sit up here and say what the fuck T.I. and Tiny ain't done. And the fact that, you have children and you have people that are young as fuck to come, and you have people that are young as fuck and they were underage and they got these people and they drugged them and they manipulated them. Cause see, look, when you young as fuck, if you a child and you got T.I. and Tiny acting like they interested in you and shit, you can fucking be manipulated to go and do shit that you wouldn't use the motherfucking do. Out the strength that maybe you was promised money or for fame or shit like that, you can be manipulated to do that type of shit. But I hope that I hope this shit ain't even fucking true. But if it is true, T.I. and Tiny, y'all gonna take y'all motherfucking ass down. Y'all gonna go down for this shit, and everything that they got coming to them, they fucking deserve it. I'm not want to sit here and say this shit didn't happen, because this shit does motherfucking happen. I am a victim of sexual assault by a family member. I have people in my family that are victims of sexual assault by family members. I have a lot of people that watch me that are victims of sexual assault and that was molested and raped and all that kind of stuff. So I'll never sit here and say that they deserve to have that to them done to them, or that they are lying. Because you have people that's in your family that'll sit there and know that people are doing this type of shit, and they will sit there and defend them and make sure that they sweep this shit under the motherfucking rug and all that type of shit like that, and try to keep this shit from coming out. So I hope that if this shit is what the fuck happened, I hope justice gets served, But I also want to say to the women that's grown as fuck, when you're grown and you're an adult, and if you are driven by money and you allow money to take your moral status down to this motherfucking small or to be non-existent, whatever the fuck happened, although it might not be right, Bitch, that's on you. I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna sit on here on no fuck shit. That shit is on your ass. Because you have literally sold your motherfucking soul for a couple of dollars, or so that you could goddamn be in the presence of celebrities and you can get a little piece of change. That's on you. You ain't have to take your ass and go there and all that kind of bullshit. But what I will say, on another motherfucking note, and I'm just, it just is what the fuck it is. If it was Nelly, they wouldn't have had to give me no goddamn drugs and shit. I just fucked them on GP just because he fine as fuck. And you don't got to give me no X pills, no cocaine. I ain't got to hit no crack or no mojo or none of that shit. Just tell me I'm fucking Nelly, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Tell me I'm fucking Nelly, and my drawers gonna fall down. They just on motherfucking period. I don't need to be drugged to fuck Nelly. Y'all know Nelly is a fine motherfucker. And Nelly is, a lot of us have had crushes on Nelly. So if Denzel is watching, or if Morris is watching, and if Nelly, if you watching, and a couple of you motherfuckers is goddamn watching that that make our pussy get wet through the goddamn TV screen. I do not need drugs. I'm the first one to say I don't need drugs. Just call me or hit me up, on somebody's business or somebody's business too on Facebook, YouTube, and all that shit. And I would gladly slap my motherfucking drawers down because we fucking up broke motherfucking niggas and don't get no damn money. So if I'm a fucking rich nigga and don't get no goddamn money, one of y'all just call me. And they just on motherfucking period. But this has been the end of our motherfucking show. We've been on here for an hour and a half almost. And I just want to say, I love y'all. Let me get this shit right. I just want to say I love y'all and thank y'all so much for tuning in. Because you could have chose anywhere to be on your Monday night, but you chose to come on here and kick it with little old bald-headed ass me. And before I go, I just want to say to the motherfucker that was mad because I had put them goddamn finger waves and shit on my goddamn show and shit. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. And the next time you have them hard ass, ugly ass motherfucker finger waves, bitch, that you put in somebody's goddamn hair, your ass is gonna be on here again. I really ain't went through my shit and found no goddamn people to be on here and all that shit for the soulless fuck edition. But you will be on here Sunday. And don't be mad at me because people see y'all ass in. The finger waves was ugly. The finger waves was tied. And it looked like Stevie Wonder did them hoes. So don't be motherfucking mad at me. Be mad at yourself that the waves wasn't waving, bitch. And they just on motherfucking period. So as usual, I fuck with everybody that fuck with me. I love everybody that